What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the farm. On my last video, you seen me upgrading a door on a quail pen. It took a whole lot longer than I thought. Matter of fact, it took over 3 days, but not all working on the pen. But I want to upgrade their feeder. I've been feeding them. Let me grab that old feeder. I've been feeding them with this that I made, and it's great for inside the brooder because it's low profile. But you gotta strap it up. That's why I've got this cord on the back to keep it from falling over on them. Well, I dumped some feed out. That was smart. I didn't want to have to do that every time. And I was at a garage sale the other day, and they had these little 2-gallon square buckets. I think these are gonna be perfect to turn into feeders. So that is what I'm doing today. I'm gonna make a couple of them because I've got a round feeder. Let me go grab that, I'll be right back. This is my round feeder that I've been using, and it works great, but I also had to strap it up. So I wanna build 2 of these, one to replace this one. I'm not going to get rid of this one, I'll use it. I think it'll work good inside the brooder if I had to have it, or if I expand. I only bought 2 of these buckets at the garage sale. They had like 6 or 7. I should have bought them all, but I wasn't thinking ahead. So I got the little feed chutes. They're just cheap 3D printed feed chutes I got off of Amazon. Walk around the table here so you can see. They're just, and you can tell if you look closely enough, if that'll focus, that they're 3D printed. Already got that one dirty, but you just drill a hole and pop them in. That's basically it. I got several of them off of Amazon, and I think like 20 of them, and I've used 9, but I want to, I think, put 2 on 2 sides of this square bucket so I can slide it into the corner. And I want to kind of mark my centers right there. Not that it's super critical. That may have been too high. Let me look at that again. Don't want to get it too high where there's food in the bottom they can't get to. I think right there. I think I did have it too high. It's trying to rain on me. Again, I'm just going to eyeball this, but it'll help me line it up. I do want to kind of put it in the same spot on each side. So let's see, that is 7 inches basically. So 3.5 inches is center-ish. It's a rough guess because of the rounded corners. So if I put them in, I don't know. Let's do it 2 inches in on each side from the outside curve. That's not gonna be enough. Let's do it 2.5 inches right there. 2.5 inches this way. I think that looks pretty good. Now, I hope these buckets are pretty pliable. Let's go ahead and mark this side too while I'm doing that, while I still have it in my mind what I did. 2.5 here. Two and a half here. All right, what I was saying is I hope these buckets are pretty pliable, because if not, this thing will shatter them. And I don't have but 2 buckets. I don't want to shatter them. All right, let's see. We're gonna go kind of slow. Man, oh man. That went real well. Let's drill the other 3 holes. Hopefully they all go just as that did. Nice and slow. That worked great. 2 more. These buckets are pretty good. They're not brittle at all. And that's a good thing. Last one. All right, that's got them all. Hello, goose. Y'all ever had geese? You know they are noisy. And there's a rooster. Okay, not too shabby. Y'all, let's put the connectors in there, or the chutes, as I call them, feed chutes. I may want to come back later and hot glue these in place so they don't move at all. I did that with those 2 feeders. These 2 here that we've already done. Oh, you guys ain't seeing the bucket. I'm putting these in, these feed chutes, which I already said, but it's real easy. I just put it in there, get it all the way in. Try to show you. Get it all the way in. Now this one don't want to do that. And then it just rotates into place. And now I have 4 feed chutes in my 2-gallon bucket. Put some feed in there. I'm gonna dump this feed in there. Like I said, I'm gonna save these other 2 feeders, but I may not ever use them again, but because I have them, I will save them. Just dumping all this leftover feed out of these in there. Get those out of the way. I'm gonna go fill that up, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you what it looks like full and final product. Now, you can see that it's got plenty of feed in it, but when you look at the chutes, the way they're designed, the feed don't come out. See, it stays in there. They have to stick their head in there to get the feed out. And it saves me on feed. It doesn't waste as much feed that way. I think I'm just gonna end this video here. I've had numerous interruptions, and I've got to get some other stuff done before I go to a Bible study here in a little bit. They took right to it, but they've been fed in that other one already, so yep, they're loving it. Cool beans. If you hadn't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and share it on your social media. That'll help us the most here on the farm to help us continue to make videos like this. God bless y'all, and we'll see you on the next one.